My name is Karina Wolf, and I'm the Area Senior Director for Metropolitan Learning Center. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Portland Public School Board member, past school board chair, and beloved MLC alumni, School Board Director Michelle DePass. Our Chief of Schools, Dr. John Franco. Our School Board Senior Manager, Ms. Roseanne Powell. Our MLC School Principal, Ms. Suzanne Kitchens. Woohoo! Our MLC Assistant Principal, Mr. Darren Lilla. Our School Counselor, Gretchen Benner. Our College and Career Coordinator, Tanya Lieb. And our guest speaker and former MLC teacher, Susan Beard. Now please join me in welcoming your principal, Suzanne Kitchens.
Hi. Graduates, you came in early and we didn't get to have your beautiful song. So maybe graduates could stand for a moment because you need to have this traditional song. So please stand. Sound, would you hit it? Would you hit pop and circumstance? It's really important. All right, now face your loved ones and look at them and give them this moment, please. All right, are we good? Are you hot enough? Okay, you can have a seat. Thank you. So welcome, families, friends, staff, graduates. This is a momentous occasion. So take this time to think about this incredible journey that you've completed together, what's led you to this moment. We invite all of you to soak in all of this love and sun and all of your memories as we celebrate your accomplishments. So now I'm going to turn it over to our assistant principal, Mr. Darren Lilla.
Thank you. All right, so we have a land acknowledgement that I'd like to recite. And so as we gather for this important celebration, we want to take a moment to pause and acknowledge that this place rests on the traditional village sites of the Multnomah, the Wasco, the Cowlitz, the Cathlamet, Clackamas, bands of Chinook, Tualatin, Kalapuya, Molalla, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia River. Indigenous people have created communities and encampments here for the last 11,000 years. We further recognize that Portland today is a community of many diverse Native peoples who continue to live and work here, including the students and families of the 150 different tribal nations represented in our schools and programs. We respectfully acknowledge and honor all Indigenous communities, past, present, future, and are grateful for their ongoing and vibrant presence. Please turn your attention to the screen as we hear a message from our superintendent.
Congratulations, class of 2023. My name is Guadalupe Guerrero, and as superintendent of the Portland Public Schools, it's my absolute privilege and honor to recognize this important milestone in your educational journey. I am proud of each of you and all that you have accomplished to get here today. Here to share congratulations are members of our school board.
I think the class of 2023 has shown their ability to be leaders and activists through their resilience.
I hope that this class never has to go through another global pandemic. I hope that for all of us.
They've shown us that they're prepared to fight back.
I really feel like our students, and particularly our seniors this year, have strengthened their voices.
They believe in who they are and what they're going to bring to the table.
And I think that partly comes through a lot of struggle and just a lot of the difficulties of the pandemic.
We need the class of 2023 and other young people to be challenging the status quo.
The class of 23 has been front and center and loud and proud on things such as climate policy, transportation policy, labor issues.
It's scary to move on, and I certainly am scared to move on, especially since I feel like I've gotten so much enjoyment out of being in high school, and I really did like it. But I think that this is just the beginning of what we're supposed to do, and after this year we will have so much more freedom to make the changes and be a different person and to grow as a person.
That's really my greatest advice for our high school seniors is take those risks, believe in yourself, try crazy things, try things that are really out of your comfort zone.
My hope for them is for them to achieve whatever they want to achieve.
I wish that someone would have reminded me that the limitations that are set on me are only set on me by me.
I wish somebody had told me it was okay not to take a straight path to college graduation or to work or any of the other things that people expect of you, that it's okay to take detours, because those detours off the straight path are the things that enrich your life.
Take more chances. Live, explore, experience life.
I think my advice for the class of 2023 is to take your time. It is to find your path. It's to not rush into anything. You can, whether it's career, whether it's college, whether it's that first job, whether it's your next step, feel free to explore, feel free to try new things, and feel free to fail.
I hope that this class takes flight and really enjoys what's next, this next stage, whatever it may look like, that this stage of life brings opportunity and possibility and fulfillment for them.
Find the thing that really makes them joyful and happy, and it doesn't have to be what you do for full-time work, but do that, pursue that, because lifelong learning is really a joy.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. You are inspiring, you give us hope. I'm so excited to see what you're going to be able to do in this world.
The class of 2023 is awesome.
I want to congratulate the class of 2023. You've made it. I know it hasn't been easy for some of you. Some of you have had a much harder path.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. All right, class of 2023. Congratulations on an amazing 4 years. We did it.
Here's to your success, graduates. We look forward to hearing of all of your continued accomplishments. Once again, congratulations, class of 2023.
Okay, now we will hear from our student speaker, Lilia Springfield.
Thank you, Darren, and thank you to the students, teachers, parents, loved ones, and staff who made these 4 years everything that they were. It's my honor today to deliver the commencement address for this incredible graduating class of 2023. Since starting as high school students 4 years ago, there have been many examples of trials and tribulations we've had to face, and the main theme that came from that was to not give up. One of my favorite quotes is from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, when Frodo is exhausted and consumed by the feelings of hopelessness and defeat. At his lowest moment, his best friend, Samwise Gamgee, says to him, "There's some good in the world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for." I believe these words serve as inspiration that needs to be carried with us into the future. In the years before coming to MLC, I struggled with feeling unwelcomed and disconnected from my peers and the world itself. I had become accustomed to being the last resort friend, only good enough if no one else was around. It didn't help that I thought, well, this is the best it's gonna get, and that the best still felt so awful. This all contributed to me failing my classes and unpleasant thoughts I couldn't shake from my head, and along with the constant reminder of how much worse high school would be.
It was hard to see the end of the tunnel, but on my first day of coming to MLC, that all changed. Josiah was a junior when I first started. We met when he found me standing alone against the chain link fence as teachers were handing out ice cream to the students. He asked me silly questions such as what candy bar would I be. I answered with, a plain Hershey bar, because there's nothing special about it. Over the next couple of days, he invited me to get lunch with he and his friends and gave me a tour of the school. I kept thinking to myself how strange and unfamiliar this situation was. At the end of the week, there was an assembly, and I still felt uncomfortable by the presence of other people, so I sat near the back corner of the room. That's when I heard a voice call out, "Hey, mustard shoes." I looked over to see a student I had been eyeing all week because of their vibrant colored hair and their friend who was smiling. I awkwardly walked over and quietly sat down, avoiding eye contact. The person who remarked on my yellow shoes introduced themselves as Ruby, and the other one was Violet. Once again, a friendly group of people who invited me to tag along to every one of their activities and lunch breaks. I thought if someone had the means to be friendly or kind, there must be something they want in return. During another assembly a week later, it finally set in how good people can be without any strings attached. Ruby and Violet went ahead to find seats while I went to check out the popcorn machine that was brought on special occasions. As I came back, I was expecting to find a seat near the two of them, maybe even a row behind, as long as I was close by. But Ruby and Violet waved at me while yelling that they had saved me a seat. Something so small had meant everything to me, and as I sat there while the lights dimmed, I cried. The first tears of joy I have ever experienced. This became a lesson in not giving up, and as I joined the MLC community, I learned that there was indeed still good in the world. The MLC class of 2023 are all sharing a major life milestone, and we've all worked hard to get to this point. We've missed out on so much due to quarantine, where we had to replace human faces with electric screens and voices that buzzed with static. Some of us have lost loved ones, and many of us have struggled with mental health. But here we stand, strong and as capable as ever. We are creative, unique, and hard-working individuals who deserve to be here today. The real world is not a future destination. We already live there, and I know that we are ready for whatever life throws at us. As you make this transition, take all that you've gained from the MLC community and bring it with you to continue fighting for all that is good. Congratulations, Metropolitan Learning Center of 2023. I would like to invite our keynote speaker to the stage, Susan Beard.
Hi, MLC. Hi, graduates. Thank you for including me in this event today. Really appreciate it. Last time I was here in Providence Park, I was with my 9-year-old nephew. We were way up there in the stadium, and we were here to take in our very first Timbers match. And as you can imagine, it looked a little different. It sounded a little different than it does today. Of course, it was packed, it was loud, and there was all the activity that was happening down on the field. Folks running from side to side, players running, giving it their all. And you know, I am not a runner. I have aspired to be in my lifetime. The Portland Marathon runs right by my home, and on more than one occasion, I am standing in my kitchen at my kitchen sink, looking out the window, sipping my coffee, watching the ribbon of runners run by, and I'm thinking, wow, I should really do that sometime. That is quite an accomplishment. I did join and do a half marathon once, but it wasn't because I wanted to run in it. I joined it because it was in the Redwoods, and it was along the Avenue of the Giants, and I wanted to move through those trees at a pace slower than I could in a moving car. So that's why I signed up. No, I'm not a runner. I would characterize myself in a little different way. I am a plodder. I plod. I put one foot in front of the other, and I go for extended periods of time. And I know, graduates, that this might not sound very exciting, but I have to tell you, I have had an involved, challenging, integrated, happy, fulfilling life. And not without its struggles, not without its pains, not without its disappointments, but it's been a happy one. And that's what I want for you. My slow-paced, one step in front of the other tendencies have taken me to some amazing places. The summer that I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail across the state of Oregon, it was when I really realized the advantages of putting one foot in front of the other and what I could see if I did that and put that effort in. I still can't drive by Mount St. Helens and see the rim without thinking of that spring morning when I plodded up that mountain and got to the rim and peeked over and saw that crater of the mountain that erupted on my 13th birthday. So I've been able, through my plodding tendencies, to see quite a bit. But more than the places that I have visited, it's the other benefits of having a plodder outlook that I believe have contributed to me reaching my goals in my life. The sustained effort over time to reach a goal, tenacity, commitment, patience, being able to appreciate the value and find the joy in those mundane moments of life. An ability to pause and reflect on where I've been, what I've learned through that experience, and take it forward into the next places I want to go. And in a way, graduates, we are here today to celebrate the plodder in you. These last 13 years, you put forth effort on doing what was asked of you, one step at a time, committed to completing tasks and showing up with tenacity, rising to meet challenges over and over again through a worldwide pandemic and then back inside school walls, one challenge after another, and now here you are. There is a quote, and actually it is credited to an ultramarathon runner, oddly enough, Ron Clark, and any runners in the audience might know this quote. It's been around a while. The quote is, "The hardest step is to take the first one out the door." Let me read that again. The hardest step to take is the first one out the door. Now, this idea has bubbled up and served me well during this past year because it's been a transition year for me. You see, graduates, it was about this time a year ago when I was where you are now, getting ready to step away from MLC, my heart school, the community that I have loved being a part of for over 20 years, and towards the next phase in my own life. And like you, I had plans and dreams for my future. And even though I was ready and excited for what the future had in store, it wasn't always easy. There have been times when the new and the unknowns have kept me from wanting to take those next steps. In those times when I haven't wanted to open that door to face the unknowns or any of the other challenges that we all face collectively, This quote plants a seed of solace and strength, propelling me forward. Another thing I'd like you to think about, graduates, is what is on the other side of that door? The out of doors. The powerful influence that natural spaces can have on your health and well-being moving forward should not be an afterthought. Please look for ways to integrate time spent in nature into your daily lives. You don't have to go to the beach or the mountains or this beautiful forest that's right here in our city to reap the benefits. Nature is waiting right outside your front door. I know many of you realize this. 2 seniors in this group volunteered time to go to outdoor school so that younger students could benefit from being in the outdoors. One of you seniors told me that you are going to be volunteering at a camp this summer, which is fantastic. And I love the story of one of the seniors who said when they couldn't think of what to say in their gratitude speech, they went outside and they danced in the rain. And then they came back and were able to sit down and say what they wanted to say. So graduates, I would like to invite all of you to envision yourselves standing in a doorway on the threshold of your future dreams and futures. You have such big plans. You are furthering your education. You are continuing to hold down jobs that you held down and managed to during school. You're looking for future employment. You told me that you are seeking out new work opportunities, volunteering, reconnecting with your friends, and strengthening connections with your family and support systems. You're planning to focus on your passions. And I heard of some travel plans too. So take that first step, and then another one, and another one. Run, plod, skip, dance into your futures, knowing you are loved. And happiest of trails to you. I really do hope that our paths should meet across again someday. Congratulations. Let me tell. So sorry. Tanya will now announce MLC scholarships and awards.
First, I'd like to announce our valedictorian. Please stand. Violet Kennedy. Our salutatorian, Nico Wist. Next, we have our MLC Character Trait Awards. For demonstrations of excellence in our 5 character traits: compassion, Danny Grimstead; courage, Mason Calhoun; respect, Rylan Wax; integrity, Caitlin Johnston; self-discipline, Nico Wist; we have 2 scholarships today, each in the amount of $500. The PTSA Character Trait Scholarship goes to Lilia Springfield. This award is given to a graduating MLC student who consistently demonstrates the foundational character traits of MLC. The second award is the Michelle DePass Scholarship. It goes to Mason Calhoun. This award is given to a graduating MLC BIPOC student in honor of MLC alumni and current PPS School Board, also the former PPS School Board Chair, Michelle DePass. Congratulations, recipients. I'll now ask our team and graduates to prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Students, please rise.
All right, good evening. I'm Gretchen Benner, school counselor, and I will announce our graduates once they're ready. If you could please immediately hold your applause right after their names are called, because we'll have a short video played by our staff about our amazing graduates. So we'd love to make sure that they can hear the wonderful things said about them. And then they'll come up here and have their gratitudes, and we'll clap for them at that point. All right, our first graduate is Mason Calhoun.
I don't remember it, but Mason has told me the story of the first time we met about 100 times. It was freshman orientation day, and I walked up to her and said, "We are gonna be best friends." She gave me a look and said, "I doubt it," and walked away. But then we had classes together, a lot of classes together. English, Metro, journalism, college writing, and it turned out that I was right, because now I can't imagine life without this student who I adore so much, who brings me hash browns and makes me earrings and yells, "Boo!" every time that I say hi to her. This is who she is, a caring, loving person who just doesn't really want to let you in on that. Mason will speak her mind and challenge the world when it doesn't seem just to her, always on behalf of marginalized people, and always with grace and fierce intelligence. She will not shy away from discomfort. She will bring it to your doorstep and make you think about how you could do better. And she's been doing that ever since she walked through the doors at MLC and told me that she would never be my friend. Mason is a skilled artist and designer who plans to pursue a degree and career in fashion and business, where she has the foundation and vision to conquer anything she finds worthy of her attention. Mason, I've had you in my room for literal hours every day, and it's going to be so sad without you there. But I know you're going to do big things, so just keep that head up. We love you. Congratulations.
Hello. It has taken me a lot. It's taken a lot for me to get here. There were many times where I thought I wouldn't, and the path to getting a diploma seemed farther and farther. To the teachers and counselors who have not only taught but mentored, motivated, and supported me for the last 4 years, for my friends who have been a beacon of light during my struggles with mental health, and to my family who has walked me through the trials and errors of life. Thank you for giving me a helping hand and being a part of my journey.
Next is Miles Fairlayman.
Hi, Miles. I'm super excited to be here with you today as you graduate high school. This is a momentous occasion and you worked really hard to get here, and I'm super proud of you. I've really come to know you this last year, and I've really enjoyed the person that I've gotten to know. You're an incredibly deep thinker. You have high expectations for yourself and for other people, but not just in what people say they're going to do, but also do they have the actions to follow it up, and I really admire that. You have always been really assertive and honest, both with your peers and adults. You're never afraid to say what you're thinking, but you're also really open to other people's perspectives with openness of the possibility of it might change your own perspective or opinions. And that's really a high level skill that not a lot of people, even adults, don't seem to have. So I'm really excited to see where you go in this next chapter of your life. And more importantly, I'm really excited that you're excited about this next chapter of your life. And I can't wait to see where you go next. I'm super proud of you, and I hope you really enjoy this day and take it in.
Thank you to my family and my teachers for giving me a lot of second chances that I probably didn't earn.
Larkin Flanagan.
It is my honor to present Larkin Flanagan as a 2023 MLC graduate. Since joining us 4 years ago, Larkin has become a natural leader. He's the kind of student who will be the first one to get up and start a task to get the class going. He's roused the entire high school during assemblies, making what can be challenging for most adults in the building look easy and fun. Larkin is tremendously patient, easygoing, and has a great sense of humor. Teachers know they can put him in a group with anyone and that he'll be able to work with them. He says what he thinks, not in a thoughtless way, but in a sincere, matter-of-fact way that helps the people around him learn and grow to become better human beings. I have great confidence that he will continue to be a positive influence on the world, whether he's writing for a living, critiquing food, or exploring all of the possibilities that lay before him. Congratulations, Larkin. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Christina. Could we get a quick round of applause for Christina? First of all, I would like to thank my sister Audrey. She's sitting right there. Second of all, I've heard that graduation speeches are one of the easiest things for employers to find. So this message goes out to any future employers. Hire me. Thank you.
Danny Grimstead.
Hey everyone, what's poppin'? I'm here to talk about one of our snazziest students, Danny. They're constantly complimenting people and asking how everyone is doing. They're super insightful in class discussions and always make sure that everyone feels welcome. In addition to being a fantastic human being, Danny has been to Verslandia twice as MLC's alternate poet. They've also rocked their electives when they taught topics like Harry Potter magic, MLC has pride, and incredible insects. Thank you for being so fantastic, Danny, and we'll miss you when you're at Mount Hood Community College next year.
I just want to say thank you to Chris for our back and forth this year. The 4-year wait for our banter was definitely worth it. Thank you to Liz for being one of the emotional support backbones in our school. I also appreciate the trust in me you showed this year. Thank you to Catherine. I had such a lovely time in pre-calc and calc that I almost wish I didn't take advanced math in middle school so we could have spent more time together this year. And of course, thank you to everyone who played a part in my journey to get here.
Caitlin Johnston.
Caitlin, oh dear Caitlin, what can I say about you? You and I started at MLC in the same year, in the same classroom. Together, we discovered what it is to be here at MLC and to experience all that MLC holds. We did our first school picnics together, our first solstice. I have a very distinct memory of solstice where you and I looked at each other in the dark and there's glitter everywhere and we were both like, what is this thing? And it was so awesome. Your first performance at an MLC talent show, first of many every year. And I was thinking about you as a 4th and 5th grade student, as we both walked through these doors for the first time, and who you were and how I would describe you. And back then, I would describe you as someone who was quiet, who was bold, who was compassionate, and maybe a little quirky. You were the first kid I knew who had a foxtail and ears. And watching you grow and mature over the past few years, I feel like those are some elements of you that that changed that much, but you've added this confidence and this maturity. And you have taken that little seed of a kid that was in my 4th and 5th grade class and turned into a compassionate and bold and quirky and quiet, fantastic young adult. And I am so excited to see what you do next. And I'm so grateful that we got to spend this time together here at MLC. And I hope you come back and visit us because you are always welcome.
Okay. I want to thank all of the teachers and staff that I have known throughout however long that I've been at this school. From Betsy and Susan, who introduced me to this school. Betsy, you made me feel so special with the fact that you and I came to MLC at the same year. And from that to my high school teachers, all of these teachers, I will not forget a single one of you. You have made my growth at this school so special. To my family, not everyone can say they appreciate their family, and I'm so glad that I can say that I appreciate you and all that you've done for me. I'm glad that I have you in my life through all that we've been through, and I know that I can rely on you despite anything. Family, friends, growing up with found family is such a special experience, and to have found family in general is wonderful and lovely, but I got to grow up with you guys and have you in my life throughout every rise and fall. And I'm so glad that I've had you through every step of the way. And my friends who made me feel welcomed and appreciated and supported, I'm so glad to have you. And then lastly, a couple of people. Lyra, who's not here, but would be if she could. She is my twin and my other half in every sense of the word, and she's been in my life longer than I could have ever hoped or dreamed for, and I'm so glad that she has been, because I don't know what I would do without her at this rate. And I love her dearly. And Kristen Lassiter, there is a saying that family sticks together no matter what, and that phrase doesn't always work for all families, but you two have really shown me the meaning of those words, and you've helped me through so much and supported me the whole way. And we're all still growing, but I'm so glad that we're growing together. And I hope I'm stuck with you guys, because you're definitely stuck with me. I love you both so much. Thank you so much for being part of my family. I'm definitely going to miss this school and everyone in it when I eventually leave. And I'm so glad I got the chance to grow up here. Thank you all so much. I love you all so much.
Nash Kelly.
Nash has grown so much in his time at MLC. I remember it used to be difficult for him to even walk in the classroom, and working in a group caused so much anxiety that he could hardly do it. Now he's not only able to join any group you put him in, he's often the first to volunteer to help out in class. He knows everybody in the high school and is very confident and comfortable. He is also super supportive of his fellow students and shows up to basically anything another student is in order to support them. Nash loves history and is driven to be a community leader for climate change. He's involved in the MLC electives and has been a TA. He's a master D&D player and was well liked at outdoor school as a counselor. He handled the 6th grade drama there really well. Nash, I know you will be successful at any challenges you choose to take on. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors and know that you will be missed here. Congratulations.
I would like to start this by saying that there's some people who have helped me through my high school journey. I can't possibly include them all. So I have chosen to include the people who have helped me the most or who have had the greatest impact. I would first like to thank my close friend, Jet Vasquez. Jet has been there for me my entire life and is my most trusted of friends. Another friend I would like to thank is Athena Harrington. Athena's been a close and trusted friend for 2 years now, and it has been an honor to have gotten a chance to know her. I would like to thank the people who I've been closest with this year. Gigi, Opal, and Leaf. They've been here for me practically the whole year, and knowing them has made this year special. I would like to thank my friend Katie for coming out and working with me over 2 weeks with Outdoor School. I'm working with Katie for a little while now, and volunteering while volunteering as a counselor at Camp Westwind. It's an honor to work with her for so long. I would also like to thank Yoko Coda French. Yoko has been a trusted friend for many years and is a person I feel deserves my gratitude. I would lastly like to thank the people who flew in from California to be here with me. Thanks.
Violet Kennedy.
If you are ever in need of a friendly face or just a cute animal picture, Violet Kennedy is absolutely the person to go to. Violet shows such kindness and positivity to everyone and brings such a sunshiny vibe to the classroom. I think I speak for all the teachers when I say that we've been so lucky to get to teach them. I also can't really talk about Violet without mentioning their incredible creativity and artistic ability. They're leaving their mark on MLC with all the beautiful artwork they've contributed to our community. Thank you so much for being such a bright and positive addition to our school. Good luck next year, Violet, and MLC will miss you.
Thank you. My family, thank you for the unconditional support, even when I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know how my own brain worked. Your support motivated me to keep trying and learn how to do better. And I could never, ever thank you enough for helping me on every step of the way. My teachers and MLC staff, thank you for providing such a comfortable and happy school experience. High school could have been super anxiety-inducing, but you guys made it feel like a second home to me. And I was able to enjoy learning because of the safe and accommodating environment you created. And my friends, thank you for showing me so much empathy and understanding and letting me hopefully do the same for you. You demonstrated the healing properties of complaining, the importance of getting excited about silly things, and the fact that nothing is as beautiful as being understood. And lastly, I think the most essential helper I had was my cat, obviously, so thank you, Wrinkle, for the continued support. And thank you, everyone, but especially Wrinkle.
Ruby Pine.
Teaching Bug has been such a rewarding experience because of all that they bring to the classroom. From a friendly morning greeting, or my personal favorite was a text to a friend who was in my class at the time that said, "Tell Sarah she looks nice today," to their wide range of highly relatable facial expressions and comments. Bug is always fun to be around. They're an incredibly hardworking student and a positive addition to the classroom. Most notably, Bug is a wildly talented artist who creates beautiful artwork, from silly little doodles on whiteboards to the full murals in the halls of MLC, and they bring beauty to everything that they do. Bug, we're going to miss you next year, and good luck with everything that you do.
Firstly, I'm grateful to my parents for being so wonderful and supportive of me and my siblings. I'm grateful for Liz for being so encouraging and lovely and perfect and awesome. I'd like to thank Chris for everything he has done for me, including spontaneously bursting into song in the middle of class and switching accents for an entire lecture. I'd like to thank Sarah for making junior year English super fun and for the special bond that we forged in film studies. I'm grateful for my friends for existing and for the little space that we created together in Liz's room. Specifically, I'd like to thank Violet and Lilia for sticking with me through all 4 years of high school and being my everything. There was very few moments in high school where I was not with one of them. I'd like to thank my big sister for being so kind and thoughtful always. And last, smallest but not least, I'd like to thank my little brother for being my best friend in the whole world. Thank you all.
Moth Ronning.
I remember one of my first English classes with Moth when they were a freshman. We were doing this activity that had taken me hours to prepare, and in the midst of it, they looked up at me almost in agony and said, "Liz, why are you making us do this?" I was at first annoyed, but then I realized that this was a valid question, and if I was going to be a good teacher, I'd better have a good answer. Moth is a person who is always on the hunt for the why behind every question. They are the student that every teacher low-key fears, the one who asks, "Why are you making us do this?" because they're such an intelligent person that they can figure out pretty quickly if you don't know the answer. After that day, I realized that I had a bit of a challenge on my hands, but it was the best kind. I had a kid who would debate me on literature, on ethics, on author's intent, on the dynamics of a good thesis, and we would crack each other up the entire time. I see this with Moth in all their classes. The quick ability to learn, the dedication to master big, tough concepts, and best of all, the compassion that they have for others. Moth is the kid who is the first to say hi to a new student and invite them to lunch, who will bring snacks and treats for everyone and remember their dietary restrictions, who will remember weird stuff about you and make jokes about it. Moth, I'm gonna miss you so much, except I won't miss you turning all my stuff upside down. That was the worst. Good luck to you, my favorite mermaid. We're going to miss you so much.
Wow. Oh my gosh, class of 2023, huh? This feels absolutely insane to me. It's truly a fever dream. I never thought I would make it this far, standing here before all of you. I'm so grateful for all the teachers and mentors that have helped me get here. Liz, Chris, Sarah, Christina, Sophia, Matt, Birdie, Clement. You've all been amazing and have helped me so much. This has been such a weird journey through the pandemic and transitioning and dealing with personal issues. It's truly amazing I was able to make it this far. I'm happy I had my family there with me, my amazing mother and father, my godparents and their lovely 2 sons, and to the people that really got me through it, Jade, Mason, and Caitlin. I love you guys both so much and I cherish you. Danny, Violet, Lilia, and Ruby, you guys are all so great and I'm so happy I've been able to be a part of your lives and be able to see you grow with me. And to my wonderful girlfriend, Cass, I'm so happy that you've been able to be here with me for the past few months. I love you all dearly. Thank you so very much. And in the wise words of Angelica 2022, don't be ableist.
Sage Salazar.
Sage has really come into his own over the years. He's grown from a shy 9th grader to a competent senior who can not only tear up the dance floor 2 years in a row at prom, but also has a great sense of style. He's grown into a great leader at MLC. He rocked the 4x6 jazz and swing elective by learning the dance all by himself and assisting the parent volunteers. Sage is a very serious thinker and is dedicated to his education. He's hardworking and works well with his peers. He speaks his mind and always contributes to the class discussions, sharing thoughtful ideas. He's kind, sensitive, and artistic. Sage, we'll miss your sunshiny presence in class. You've been a delight. I know you will be successful in whatever you choose to do, and I hope that you have the best adventures in life. Congratulations.
I would like to thank my parents, my dad, mom, and stepmom, and just thank them for getting me here and never giving up on me. I would like to thank all of the friends I've made so far, and especially my best friend that's been with me for 5 or 6 years now. I would like to thank all of my teachers who've been so kind and making class fun and not boring, although sometimes boring, but mostly fun. And the school social workers for helping me this year get through things I've been stressed about, and all the other staff. I just love everyone who has got me here today and supported me. Thank you.
Rain Shadden.
So my first introduction to Rain Shadden was when she responded to a student survey on the first day of English with, "Sarah, I need $10,000 in a duffel bag. Bring it to the airport parking lot at midnight. Don't ask questions." And that was just like a small taste of Rain's unique sense of humor that we have all come to know and love. In addition to her great jokes, Rain also brings an impressive work ethic, insightful and thoughtful contributions, and incredible kindness to everything that she does. There's no doubt that you are going to do amazing things with your future, Rain, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Congratulations!
Thank you, Sarah. Well, first off, I just want to start by saying thank you to Susan Baird because she has such incredible kindness and patience, and I think that if anyone was ever born to be a teacher, it's Susan. I also want to thank, of course, all of my other teachers. Christina, thank you so much for the postcards you wrote me. They are still hanging up in my room. Thank you to Chris Snyder-Brown for always coming to class and just full of enthusiasm, ready to go. And also thank you to my grandma and my mom. Thank you, Grandma, for ironing my gown. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye, everyone.
Lilia Springfield.
Lilia has been an all-around wonderful student and member of our community. Her honesty, humor, creativity, and work ethic have shown during her 4 years with us. She's been full of integrity in her academic life, kind to peers and staff, and caring in her years of work with younger students. It's clear that as she navigates college in the years to come, she's going to continue her fantastic growth, particularly with her amazing creative writing and her ever-expanding artistic skills. Lilia, it's been a joy to be your teacher and to witness your growth. Thank you for being you and for sharing your all with our community. Congratulations on this great day.
I am so incredibly lucky to have met each and every one of you. I've never had such a large group of people I truly care for and trust. Chris was the first teacher I had ever interacted with at MLC, and I had absolutely no idea what to expect. But I thank you for your humorous personality and outgoing character. He may drive the majority of the student body to insanity, but at least I know it will be fun. Liz was a teacher who let me express myself through words on a page. I always had a hard time communicating with others about what I wanted, but when I write, I feel like I'm putting a piece of myself into the world. Not only did she show me new ways of creativity, but she was always there when I needed a comforting hand. I thank you for helping me discover the person I was meant to be and pushing me through to the end when it seemed the most difficult. Christina opened my eyes to a universe I knew was there but didn't know anything about. My desire for exploration and experimentation grew with a passion, and I was so happy that you were the one leading the way. Thank you for teaching me my favorite classes and showing me how amazing it is to live in such a beautiful world. Sarah was always so easy to talk to, and I felt like I had known her for the longest amount of time. Your chipper personality combined with the relatable things you said made me always look forward to our next class. So thank you for being sweet, straightforward with your thoughts and opinions, and all around a spectacular teacher. I was never all that good at math, but I did enjoy it. Catherine made me feel like I could conquer any problem, and she dedicated her time to helping me pass the class. Even at times when there was no work to be done, I could always count on you to giggle at all the silly pictures me and my friends would show you. Thank you for being such a hopeful and friendly face. I only wish I could have spent more time in your class, as long as it wasn't calculus. Thank you to my friends, each and every one of you. I don't think it's possible to put into words how much I appreciate you all. I will forever remember the moments we shared, whether they were happy, sad, angry, or just straight up ridiculous. You put a spark into my heart that I would always keep lit, because you are the reason I smile each and every day. And lastly, I want to thank my mother for giving me a childhood filled with wonder and magic, even when it was hard to scrap by till the end of the month, for reminding me I am worth more than what others wish to label me as, and for telling me to pursue my dreams, even when I felt like giving up. You always worked so hard and had to bear so much for my sake, so I will try to make my best to make you proud. I thank you.
Ryland Wax.
It is with great pleasure that I present Ryland Wax as a 2023 MLC graduate. During his time here, I've never had to wonder if Ryland would act responsibly or with integrity. It's something I learned to just expect from him. Ryland carries himself calmly and with a positive frame of mind. He never has anything bad to say about others, and instead focuses his energy on trying to understand them. Ryland is a naturally reflective person who cares about the state of the world and considers the impact of his actions on others. He's perceptive, sincere, and extremely thoughtful. Ryland, I hope you'll leave here today knowing these things about yourself and how valuable you are. We wish you the best of luck in life and in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christina. You're just so kind. I definitely wouldn't be here without you. Chris, thank you for pushing me academically and believing in what I could create. And thank you for my large, loving family. Yeah. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you all.
Nico Wist.
I have the honor of introducing Nicholas Elliott Wist. Nico is a talented artist and a great storyteller. He is a dedicated and diligent student with a sensitive and insightful soul. Through his 4 years at MLC, he has shown great growth in maturity and emotional intelligence. Even though he may face difficulties in school and in life, he has shown that he can tackle challenges head on, as he has shown in his calculus class. His diligence has paid off as he is the salutatorian for the MLC class of 2023. Congratulations, Nico. You have a bright future ahead of you, and we wish you the very best that life has to offer.
Hey, I would like to thank Sharon for the kind words. First of all, I would like to thank the rest of my teachers as well, because they're all really nice and good. Christina, for example, I really liked them. They were really good. They had some of my favorite classes because they were really nice. Catherine is another one I really liked because I was able to, my legs are shaking. I was the only kid in her like actual calculus class, and because of that, she actually gave me the opportunity to not only effectively get a private tutor for calculus, but also a really nice and good private teacher who like did a really good job and was able to help me like get a good grade in what would otherwise be one of the hardest classes. I would like to thank my grandma, who is not here, but they picked me up a lot from school, and it was really nice when they did because I like them. And then I would also like to thank my mom, who is right there. I'm not right there. And they're really nice. I really like them, and I love them a lot. I care a lot about my mom and my brother, who's right there as well. He's really nice. I really like him. They're really nice people. They're very supportive. Yeah, that's it.
Nico's making their way around. Now we're at the end, graduates. You've done it, you've outlasted the sun. So now it's time to move your tassels from the right side to the left. And as you do that, you're going to reflect on all you've achieved to get here today. And remember all of the lasting friendships and memories that you have made at MLC. Here goes Nico. We're going to wait for Nico to join. While Nico is coming, could I ask for MLC staff in the audience, please stand. Also, I'm going to ask for Nicole, that's in the audience, to please stand, who has helped many of our kids get on their way to college and get scholarships. We almost have Nico. So after we make this big announcement, once it's over, you will get to see your graduates and take pictures and love on them, and then we have to exit the park as quickly as possible so McDaniel can have graduation next. All right, Nico, are you ready? Graduates, please stand. Without further ado, I declare senior class of 2023 graduates of Metropolitan Learning Center!
To my love,
Congrats, you did it. Go see your family and friends.
I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my